Ito ang Intercontinental Broadcasting Corporation. Sa bagong Pilipinas.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
In this episode of Action Pack, we're dinking into the court craze, bridging generations.
It's another day of trying out something new, and today we're giving one of the fastest rising sports a shot, pickleball. I've been hearing a lot of buzz around it lately, so I figured why not give it a try. Tara!
Pickleball started in the summer of 1965 on Bainbridge Island, Washington, USA. It was invented by three dads, Joel Pritchard, Bill Bell, and Barney McCollum, who wanted to create a fun game for their bored kids. They used whatever they had around, a badminton court, ping pong paddles, and a wiffle ball. But how did pickleball make its way into the local scene? Let's hear more about its journey from someone who's seen it evolve up close.
I'm Christopher John Estremos. I'm actually a coach for pickleball. Well, I first discovered pickleball way back in the States, 2020 during the pandemic time. So after the pandemic, my wife and I decided to go back home. So that was 2022. So pag-abot na mo dinhi, we were introduced by our friends sa States. Gi-introduce me diri sa Davao to play pickleball. So at first, ang pickleball diri sa Davao is just a small community. Gamay ra jud kay siya. It's like a church, social, murag dula ra siya ba. Nga na akong late wife nga, Dad, will help them to play pickleball. So through social media, nag-spread siya throughout Davao City. Nag-spread ang Marbel, Kidapawan, daghan to sila, napay Mati, napay Tagum, tanan. So since at that time, Karen was already ill. Kapoy na siya. Like niya na siya nga, Dad, kapoy na ko. So you have to keep spreading the love of pickleball. From there, Flores, Sasa, Villa Señorita, and then CFC Church, Davao Dinkers was already created. Since we play pickleball, we dink, gi-come up na mo Davao Dinkers Squad. A year after, na-create ang Davao City Pickleball Club Incorporated. Mao na siyang DCPCI. Through DCPCI, a lot of the areas here all over Mindanao, Davao City, Cotabato, Marbel, 5th Street, anywhere, they started to have their own group. So I was thankful nga na-create yun siya. And it was like spread all over.
The sport is really growing around the world. We want to promote it here in Davao. We look at our property, MTS, or Mantina Town Square. We're looking for a place where we can put a few courts to promote the sport, and for those who are interested getting started with pickleball. So we figure we transform this place into a multi-purpose hall. So we want to provide a good facility which is open for public. So anybody can come here, play, just pay the rent. From small kids to older people, around 60s, they play. And they play together and against each other. Dagan mga nagabisita diri from other place because in our region, Davao is a melting pot, di ba? So karon na sila addition why they should visit Davao. Right here, I think the best that we can do here is improving, maybe adding some more amenities. But I can see businessmen open their own facility for pickleball. So that's a welcoming development. We see a need for more facilities to make the sport really grow. Maybe another location location. We have one in Mindanao. We'll see how it evolves. For those people who's interested in playing pickleball, you know, grab that racket and play. You're very welcome here in MTS. We have coaches for you to avail. So sige, dula na ta.
With passionate people driving its growth and a shared goal to expand the sport, it's no surprise that pickleball is gaining momentum here in Mindanao. When Action Pack returns, we'll meet another dedicated advocate, someone who's using his experience to train players and bring more people into the game. Earlier on Action Pack, we met Mr. John Estremos and Mr. Mark Villorente, two driving forces championing the growth of the pickleball community in Davao. Now it's our turn to get into the game as we start by learning the fundamentals of this exciting sport.
We're here today with Coach McCoy, who's going to teach us the basics and help us get started. So hi, Coach.
Hi, Trina. My name is Coach McCoy or Ferdinand Camarotti. I'm a DUPER certified coach. DUPER stands for Dynamic Universal Pickleball Rating. And also, I am a PPR coach. PPR stands for Professional Pickleball Registry, which is actually directly affiliated with the USA Pickleball Association.
So before ta magsugod sa drill, sir,
Okay.
unsa ba ang kailangan para makadula og pickleball?
Okay, para makadula og pickleball, importante nga na kay paddle. Pero kung wala kay paddle, walay problema kay diri sa MTS, pwede ka makarent og paddle. Actually, napo ko'y free nga paddle nga pwede nimo nga gamiton. Importante makadaog ka na ning paddle, no? Pero perting gaana ra gid kay na ning nga paddle. Kung wala kay bola, walay problema kay si Coach McCoy adunay bola. Pwede na ko ipahiram sa imo.
Okay, so for beginners like me, Coach, usually ba unsa kadugay nila before ma-pick up nila ang sport?
Usually, sa akong experience, no, ang akong mga estudyante, importante gid nga maka-coach sila sa ako og upat ka session. Ang isa ka session day mo last na siya maximum of 2 hours. Pero kung nakay upat ka session sa ako, for sure makabalo na gid ka, and then matabangan ka na ako, ma-integrate ka na ako sa akong mga open plays.
There are 4 fundamentals in this paddle sport that beginners can easily learn: serving, receiving, the non-volley zone, and the transition zone.
So karon, basic sa serving, first, kinahanglan ang contact point should be below the navel. Okay, lain-lain tag pusod, no, pero diri atong navel, dapat ang bola below ha, ang contact point below gyud sa navel nato. Importante pag mag-serve, ang paddle tip down gyud na, down, down, okay? Importante pod kay hinay man og bounce ang bola, kinahanglan mo bend gyud, okay? So ang goal nato sa pag-serve, importante gyud nga lawom or deep ang atong serve para ma-push nato ang kalaban para di sila maka-atake. Drop the ball in front of you. Drop lang ha. Bend. That's good. Okay, drop the ball, paddle tip down, and then bend. Yes! Kana, that's it. Bend good ha. Nice. Yes! Okay, let's go. Push. Nice. Grabe. Bend. Yes. Nice. Good.
While staying low proved to be one of the biggest challenges, it was the backhand that tested coordination the most, especially with the less dominant hand.
At this point, I think I've already picked up the fundamentals, how to hold the paddle, and a few beginner techniques. So now let's try out an actual game.
0-0 start. Yours. Good one. Abante. Let's go. Yes. Paddle tip down. Yes, that's it. Yours. Let's go. Yes. Daog ta. Okay, gato ka. Nice one.
Coach.
Yours. Yes. Good one. Nice. Hala, mayuhan na ni Trina. Sige. Good one, Trin.
Hala. Hala.
Oh, hala. Mayuhan na si Trina ba? Nice. Yours. Good. Yours. Good. Yours! Yours! Ah! Yeah. Yours, Trin. Nice. Hala. Yours, Trin. Nice. Hala. Yours. Hala. Yours. Yours, Trin. Hala. Oh. Nice. Nag-improve na.
I can definitely see why so many people are getting into this sport. It's fast-paced, fun, and you don't need complicated equipment. You can just go here, rent a court, a paddle, or bring your own, and you're good to play here at Matina Town Square.
At least my vision, our vision, is to have big facilities for pickleball that can hold national diri sa Davao City. Why would I say national? Davao City is the center, right? If you have a facilities nga dako, it will invite players everywhere, Asia states everywhere, to invite here in Davao City. Most players, most tournament, Kidapawan, Marbel, General Santos City, tanan naga-tournament sila. Players, they travel by plane. Whereas if you have that vision here in Davao City, nga dako siya, a very big facilities that can have a national tournament, trust me, it will put Davao City on the map. Karen and I have a vision, especially si Karen, my late wife. She has a vision like, instead of diha lang, we have to help them. We have to spread. We have to show them na pickleball, it's not about just playing, it's about spreading your love.
It brings people together. That's the beauty of pickleball. I can see here the family plays together, neighbors, office mates, friends. So we have different groups, and those other groups, we play with each other then. Pickleball community is a very welcoming community. They're open to any interested to play. It's very inclusive.
Pickleball for me, no? It's camaraderie. Camaraderie, you know why? We never knew each other, right? Wapata nagkaila. Pero we started having conversation on how to play the game. So when you had that love, that bonds, it will have a good community sa playing pickleball. I love this sport. This is my passion. I love to share my talent sa community without any things in return. Ganahan lang yung kumu-share, ganahan kumutudlo, just for them to expose.
Pickleball was such a fun surprise, easy to learn, exciting to play, and a great way to stay active. That's it for today's episode of Action Pack, and I'll catch you on the next one.
When Spaniards landed in our shores, there were already Islam. If Spain did not colonize us, or if they delayed their colonization by at least 100 years, the archipelago would have been Islamized.
Islamic culture started with the Muslims here in Mindanao or with the Moro.
These dishes is our identity. Through this food, it will share a lot of insights about being a Muslim living in a Christian country, the Philippines.
We consider Mindanao as a melting pot of ethno-linguistic tribes with Tausug, with Yakan, with Sama, with Subanon, with Bajau, with Kalibugan. All these ethno-linguistic tribes comprise into one.
One thing that binds them all is to enjoy the food. It gives people and places identity and pride and honor. It's really about culture and sharing it with others.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
Chocolate. Loved by many, craved by most. And for good reason. Whether it's a comforting cup of sikwate on a rainy day, or a decadent treat to end a long one, chocolate has a way of bringing joy with every bite. Behind every award-winning chocolate bar is the hard work of our humble local farmers. And today, we visit one of the farms that makes it all possible.
Welcome to the Gran Verde Family Farm here in Calinan, Davao. Now this isn't your usual tourist spot. It's a cacao farm, sustainability hub, and a place to reconnect with the land. From bean to bar and soil to soul, there's a story behind everything grown here.
This farm is cultivated by hands that respect and nurture the land. Leading these hardworking farmers is none other than Miss Wit Holganza, a farmer, a teacher, and a fierce believer in living simply, sustainably, and intentionally.
Mabuhay ug madayaw, ako si Wit Holganza. Ako yung farmer and founder of Gran Verde Farms. Medyo mahaba-haba yung journey kasi dahil sa unang-una, itong farm was not really owned by us, the second generation farmers. So, ang Gran Verde nagsugod gyud sa akong papa ug mama, no? Kaya ang akong papa ug mama, we're never from Davao. They're not even from Mindanao. Bale, kanang ang akong papa is Batanggenyo, mama is Bulaqueña, but they decided to elope. Nagtaban sila. At that time, when you took the boat from Manila to Mindanao, it would take 15 days. And then, pag-abot nila diri, my father kasi was a veteran of the World War II. So when he came to Davao, na ay program kay mga cadastral, mga areas ni hindi titled. So my father being a veteran was parang offered under a program for the veterans to be able to acquire their own land. So marami talagang challenges. My father was a full-time lawyer, so napabayaan talaga ang farm sa mga tenants, and then eventually parati siyang sa subcontract sa banana grower, pineapple grower, papaya grower. Kasi nakamulatan natin yung conventional agriculture, and with conventional agriculture, ang ipiprescribe lang naman sa iyo are seeds that you have to keep on buying, and then ipiprescribe din sa iyo yung paggamit ng mga abono na synthetic at saka harmful sa lupa, very toxic. So, nagsimula rin kami sa ganun. Siyempre, the contractors didn't care about preserving the quality of the health of the soil. All they wanted was to get the best and most productive yields. So, during that time, talagang grabe, tadtad na tadtad sa chemical ang pag-grow ng banana, pag-grow ng papaya, pag-grow ng pineapples. And then for a time, itong mga mangga na nakikita mo ngayon sa farm, this was also being subjected to very, very harsh chemicals para siya mamulaklak at mamunga. The second generation, particularly me and my husband, took over sometime in the 90s na yun. And dahan-dahan naming dinevelop yung farm. But in 2008, we stopped using all chemicals. No more herbicides, no more pesticides, no more fungicides. And that was the start of our journey kasi we saw the ravages of chemical fertilizer. You know, sabi nila, what better fertilizer for the tree than the tree itself? Lahat ng farms, kapag malinis at winawalis, oh my God, I'm crying na. Kasi ang lupa, hindi dapat ina-allow na ma-expose. Dapat ang lupa covered, either covered with mulch, which is itong mga decaying matter natin, or covered with grass. Once you expose lupa to all the elements, chances are that part of the soil will die. Ikaw nga, hindi ka bigyan ng bahay at hayaan ka na nakababad sa ilalim ng araw at ng ulan, di ba magkakasakit ka? It's the same principle with soil. You need to keep the soil covered para the life underneath the soil will thrive.
Under Ma'am Witt's stewardship as a second-generation farmer, Gran Verde has blossomed from a humble family farm into a living example of how we can work with nature and not against it. It's more than just farming. It's a way of life rooted in respect for the land. But where does cacao fit into this vision? Stay with us. Agricultors will be right back. Previously on Agricultors, we visited Gran Verde Family Farm and met with Holganza, whose deep respect for nature helped shape this land into what it is today. At the heart of it all, cacao.
Actually, nauna tayong magkaroon ng awareness for cacao before the durian. But because of the recent interest sa durian ng mga traders, especially from different parts of Asia, parang na medyo nawala yung awareness about cacao. But for myself, the journey of cacao started in 2010. Doon kami nagsimula mag-plant ng cacao, and then basically as we were journeying that commodity market, initially ang thought din namin is ibebenta namin ang cacao to a trader. Pero eventually, what we thought was the right path for us was to actually develop products from out of our harvest.
I will twist it. To the left or to the right, it doesn't really matter.
When we started harvesting in 2014, it was a Japanese trader who actually bought our beans, along with beans from different parts of Davao. This trader owned a tea company, so he was making green tea chocolate, and he was bringing back green tea chocolate to us. So can you imagine how ironic it is na dadalhin yung cacao at raw material natin sa Japan, and then ibabalik at ibibenta ulit sa atin as a finished product. So after about 3 or 4 years of selling to the Japanese, I stopped na, and then we started exploring the possibility of creating our own products.
Para siyang lechon, yung init lang ang nagluluto sa kanya. Dito, dadalhin ito, ihuhulog dito sa butas.
Of course, not every journey has been without its challenges. While cacao has brought joy to many, what often goes unseen are the very real struggles the industry continues to face today.
Okay, I am Engineer Hani B.S. Limbaro.
I am Engineer Chofilo Jr. Yusiglia, and we are doing researches on the priority crops in Davao region, particularly cacao.
The main problem here we heard is about the production, the declining production of the cacao.
As the cacao industry faces growing challenges, from climate change to crop shortages, Gran Verde is taking action. In partnership with engineers from the University of Southeastern Philippines, Department of Agriculture and Biosystems Engineering, the farm is studying ways to address the cacao shortage head-on.
With regard to the shortage, the average supposedly is 2 kg per tree, and as we assess with the previous data of the Gran Verde, they are behind with the average and of course with the target. In general also, we can see here from the news that there is really a rapid decline in the production, and there are a lot of factors contributing to that, so we cannot really enumerate all the factors.
So ito kasi, 'di ba, lately maulan masyado, no? Yes. Oo, so ilang araw na, I think 3 or 4 days na talagang sa hapon uulan at malakas ang ulan sa gabi. So lower temperatures of course will not lend itself to drying faster. Nagsuslow down ang drying.
Currently, we are implementing the project entitled Development of Pre- and Post-Harvest Smart Management System for Cacao Production. This is funded by the DOST PICARD, and our partner industry is the Gran Verde.
So the project involves the pre-production and post-production stages of the cacao production. The pre-harvest focuses on the management system on soil and climatic requirement for cacao, and for the post-harvest is on the post-harvest processes to improve the quality of the cacao produced. It is known that Davao is one of the top producer of cacao, and the productivity is declining. That's why our aim is to intervene in the pre-harvest, particularly in providing data to drive their decision on the management system. This project will have a lasting impact in terms of the data and the knowledge generated out of research, and also the technologies developed will be impacting not just Lilamaya, our private partner, but also other cacao producers where the technologies is relevant to their industry.
So the three main activities actually are developing the smart management system, which that's the aim is to increase the production. The other activity is developing the management application, that's the fermentation assessment application. That could be incorporating technologies like we have to assess the fermentation using our mobile applications only, so anyone can do that, not only those who are trained. Also, the tools to be used, it's actually the farmers now have to cut the beans individually, and it's a bit laborious, so we have to use upgraded tools that could be affordable only and for easy assessing the fermentation level.
Gran Verde isn't growing on its own. One of the hands helping it, and many other cacao farms across Mindanao, is the RISA project by MEDA. With support from the Government of Canada, RISA works with over 25,000 small-scale farmers to strengthen the cacao industry through knowledge sharing, equipment support, and inclusive, sustainable practices. By working closely with farms like Gran Verde, RISA helps ensure that cacao farming stays resilient, climate-smart, and community-driven.
Thankfully, we were able again to receive support from MEDA RISA. Ito yung grinder na bago. Dati-dati, ang gamit lang naming grinder, ito. So, this is the grinder. Parati kong hinihila to. This is the grinder na nakikita mo lang sa palengke. So, coarse grind, usually, nakukuha namin from here. Kaya namin hininto na kasi number one, very crude yung equipment na to at kailangan namin ibalik-balik 5 times bago kami makakuha ng ganito kapino. Samantalang sa bagong grinder, medyo pino na yung nakukuha namin, no?
So I think ang edge ng Davao is they incorporate science in making sure that cacao will have its optimum quality and can compete internationally in terms of the cacao industry in general.
So, napakaganda ng future ng cacao because Davao, as you know, has been declared as the cacao capital of the region, of the Philippines, Region 11. So, ang laki ng opportunity because we belong to that sweet spot, about 12 degrees of the equator where the best cacaos can be grown.
Together, they're exploring sustainable, science-based solutions, from soil health strategies to climate-adaptive practices, not just for Gran Verde, but for the benefit of cacao farmers across Davao and beyond. It's collaborations like these that ensure that the future of Filipino cacao stays strong, resilient, and rooted in the land. Coming up, it's time to harvest the fruits of all the labor and love the farmers have grown here in the Gran Verde. Stay tuned. Agricultours will be right back. Welcome back to AgriCultours. This time, we're heading straight to the field to experience the bounty of Gran Verde up close. From vibrant produce to fresh seasonal fruits, who knows what delicious surprises await? Look at all this greenery. Let's ask the farmers what we could make with all of these.
Sa mo ang pag-forage, ma'am, kay kasagaran kay salad, ma'am.
A salad sounds like a great choice. Let's go foraging.
So right now we are foraging here in Gran Verde. We're about to go and look for some stuff. Sige po. So karon sa ba ato ang buhatan?
Kamo kung gusto niyo try mo.
Oh my God.
Sige, kani ma'am. Pwede dari banda? Dari kanina lang siya mamuhol, ma'am, para...
Sige.
Wait lang ako.
Gumagamit ko. Dari banda, ma'am?
Isa, dari lang taman, ma'am.
Ay, dari?
Oo.
Okay?
Oo.
Sige. Smooth ito siya.
Alam mo, it's funny because Kalinan is still part of Davao City. It's such a big city, no? And then, medyo tumataas yung ang level of anxiety namin kasi nakikita namin yung urbanization is moving towards the suburbs. Kalinan used to be considered bukid. And then, lately, murag dili nagyud siya bukid. So, murag kuyawan namin ba na ang agricultural zones have been invaded by industrial and commercial areas, even residential areas. So, there's more reason for us to try to see how we can sustain the growing of cacao within this development, within the urban development. So, basically, ang nakikita naming paraan dito is to move towards more sustainable practices like permaculture. Because permaculture, from the words permanent and culture, it only means that what is that way of permanently being able to sustain life of the soil. Kay kintatanan, we are dependent on the soil. We cannot grow food. We cannot even live on earth without the soil because the soil is our source of water, the soil is our source of food, and the soil is the source of all of life talaga.
Miss Witt was right. Every corner of this farm serves a purpose, and each plant has a role to play in the ecosystem she's carefully nurtured. With everything so well kept and thriving, I found myself approaching our little foraging adventure with the mindset of everything is edible until proven otherwise.
Take a flower and eat the flower only, ha? Flower lang. Ito lang ang kainin nyo. Yeah.
Naturally, the tour group and I couldn't resist doing a few curious and cautious taste tests along the way.
Now, one thing I would like to show you is this. What are this? Fungus, mushrooms. How many kinds of mushrooms do you see here?
Two.
Oh, ito, tsaka ito. There are 3 kinds of mushrooms. Ito na ang challenge. Okay. That is your wood ear mushroom. Game challenge. Sino? Go. Tasteless. Walang kasi it's really try. Ito. This is nice. Bite. Take a bite, Sydney. Small lang. Bite lang. How would you describe the taste?
Green.
Can grab that flower. Trina, grab that flower. No. Grab flower. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Makaw na, ma'am.
Of course.
Tagak ganiha.
Oo. No, but I want you to taste ito. Tumoy. Who's game?
Parang lasang saluyo.
Hindi mo kailangan mo.
Dumi siya. Dili siya kanang tamis lang. Kaya ano?
Citrusy siya gamay. I think we've gathered plenty of fresh produce for our salad. Time to head back to the kitchen and start prepping.
You smell yung garlic, yung onion.
As we enjoyed the delicious spread before us, I couldn't help but wonder, could I bring a piece of this lifestyle back to the city? Is it possible to adopt these mindful practices in our everyday urban routines?
Ang usual, I think, misinterpretation of permaculture is that permaculture is a way of farming or growing food. It's not. Permaculture is a way of life. Ang gusto natin, mabilis, available, accessible, mura. But do those things automatically mean that they're healthy and good for our lives? Hindi eh. Permaculture really is a design system. It's a critical, systematic way of designing your space, your home, your garden, your farm, so that everything is connected and we're trying to see how we can all maximize the relationship of one thing to the others. I think one of the things that I have personally learned from working with nature is to really slow down. Mother Nature has so much health benefits. I think Mother Nature helps us heal only if we pay attention and if we are intentional about connecting with the different elements of Mother Nature.
In a world that often asks us to do more, buy more, and rush through life, Gran Verde reminds us to breathe and to return to what truly matters. Whether it's a taste of fresh cacao or the peace that comes from walking mindfully through nature, this farm teaches us that living simply is a choice we can make wherever we are. Thanks for joining us on Agricultures. Until next time!
Balik. Ready? One. Ay, kakamo ko di Sydney. Pag-interact mo di aduha.
Draw, miss.
Wait lang.
Strawberry. Sige, try na to. Ano si JJ? Time is, let's try. What's yung good liar?
Hello, Moro!
I took a different route out. I might be lost, but that's fine. Okay lang to. Okay na to. Lang wala ko sa pinukod lang. Uy, bito, asam ko. Where am I? Actually,
Baliktad na kay Walon.
Change position kayo. Change position.